Witches have been around in most cultures for a long time, and in some countries the art is still practised today, and so is the act of burning them to death in what is still labelled as witch trials. Now, I suppose one of the best known witch trials are those over in the US in the town of Salem. But did you know that before Salem there were the witch trials in Pendle Hill here in Lancashire, England? And this is where my next curiosity visit starts. Sorry, it's just we're mentioning witches. I thought my mother-in-law might be here. Well, Pendle Hill is situated in the rolling countryside of Lancashire, and by all accounts they had some witch trials here in 1612, where 12 witches were said to have gone before the courts. 10 of them out of the 12 were hanged and are now said to haunt the village, the surrounding areas, including this forest. Now, I know you want to know more, but seriously, do I look like Google? That's what the internet's for. Go on the internet, search what it says about Pendle Hill and the witch trials, then come back. But me, I'll be coming back here tonight to see what all the fuss is about, and as usual, I'll be on my own. Before I did that, I think I should show you the drive of how I got there. Right, I'm on my way to Pendle Hill. I've got all the essentials, bottle of water just in case I become a bit dehydrated, and obviously the amazing chocolate bar. The reason I've got that is, well, not being funny, I'm not this size for nothing, so you do the maths. Some guy contacted me and said, aren't you a bit old, fat and gay to be doing that? And I went, oh, aren't you being bitchy, fucking hell. I think the other reason that you've basically all logged on at this moment in time is because you actually want to know whether I've ate that chocolate or not. And fucking hell, come on. Of course I have. Keep telling you, I'm not this size for nothing. I just hope this sat-nav's taking me the right way. I think it's over this end.
I'm sorry to inform you, but we must go the other direction.
Right, so I need to turn around. I'm looking for Pendle Hill. Right, you know sometimes when you think, I'm really, really lost.
If you go right to the end of this road,
Yeah.
just follow the road right round.
Kit hasn't got a clue where he is.
I'm sorry to inform you, but we must go the other direction.
Oh, hang on a minute. This is where I've just come off. I haven't got a clue where I am. Aye, come up here, turn left, go on left, right. So I thought he meant left down at the bottom, right. So left. Cheers, thank you very much. Thank you. Right, did you get all that? Because I forgot already. That's how good my memory is. Barley. There we go. 2.5 miles, apparently. Happy days, 2.5 miles to Barley. Now the village of Barley is situated in the district of Pendle, which is under the shadow of Pendle Hill itself. By all accounts, there were a number of surrounding villages involved in the witch trials, and because they were close by, I thought I'd have a drive round between them and see what I could come across. Now what you'll find when you get here is that there's a lot of countryside. Matter of fact, it looks a bit like the beginning of Emmerdale Farm. Right, Now don't ever say that I do not put myself in danger for you and find things that you don't normally see. I found something that I think will shock everybody. Look, I found woolly mammoths. Now it's strange to think that this place was home to such barbaric events, and when you look at it today, you wouldn't even put the two together. But saying that, if you look hard enough, there are clues to the village's links to witches and the dead. Sure you can see me. Right, as you can see, I'm in the woods during the day. I'm just going to have a quick look around, see what it's like. To be honest, looks like it's going to be a nightmare at night. For the simple reason is there's trees falling over and everything. I mean, if this is a spooky wood, but whether anything happens in it, I don't know. But it's going to be bloody dangerous at night, and not because of any ghosts. But if I do need to run, it's going to make it even worse. So let's have a look during the day. All right. Like I said, during the day, even during the day, it looks spooky, doesn't it? You know, so many fallen trees. You know, but I'll come in here later on with a night vision camera. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I can hear some creaking noises, but I think that's just the trees, because they are swaying a bit. Don't know if you can see them or not. I mean, it's not looking safe. It's really not. But these are the type of things you do. I mean, as you can see, they're really bending and so no wonder there's so many fallen trees. It's bloody ridiculous. But like I said, apparently the witches are supposed to haunt part of this wood. I'm not seeing anything, even though, like I said, it does look freaky. It really does. It looks like something out of a horror film. I mean, look at that. We've got branches stuck up in the air. You can't get any more creepier than that, surely. I mean, come on. Branches stuck in the air. It is spooky as hell in the daytime, so God knows what it's going to be like tonight. I've got a feeling I'm going to break my leg or something. I really am. I really think I'm going to break my leg or my arm or trip over, and we'll have to get the emergency services out and everything, and that'll be it. Anyway, I went deeper and deeper into the woods, and I seemed to be in there quite a long time. But then, something unexpected happened. Right, if you watch me on the way down here, you'll know I'm not the best with directions. Guess what? I think I'm lost. I've been in here about an hour. Can't seem to be finding my way out. These trees are really creepy. The forest is fucking massive. Don't know where I am. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe switch the camera off and try and concentrate on what I'm doing. Try and get my way out of here. Okay. Like I said, the forest itself is huge. I thought I was going back the way I came, but I'm obviously not, because I seem to have just, I don't know, I'm going around in circles or what. Everything looks the bloody same. So that's it. I'm going to shut the camera off for a little while, see if I can find my way out of here, and then fingers crossed, it should be okay. Right, bit out of breath, but I think I've managed to find my way out after an hour and a half. So, what's going on tonight? I haven't got a clue. Like I said, if it's really windy though, if it is windy, I'm going to have to give it a miss, I think. Purely because I think half of these trees will fall down. I think that's the reason they are on the floor. But if it's not, I'll be in here tonight, don't you worry. See if I can see anything, alright? So, wait for tonight. See you then. Well, it's 9:30 at night. I've been waiting for it to go dark. It's obviously getting darker now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my head down for a little while. And then hopefully a few hours will pass, and the time I get up it should be absolutely pitch black and we can get cracking. Now, I wouldn't suggest that anybody else do this, because basically the terrain is really, really bad. I'm half expecting to break my legs, to be honest. I've already got lost once, and that was in the daytime, so God knows what it'll be like tonight. It's also started to rain now, which is great. But fingers crossed, the time I wake up and a couple of hours has passed, you know, hopefully that will have subsided. But other than that, if it isn't too windy, even if it's raining, I'm still going in, okay? So fingers crossed. I'm going for a kip now. Well, it's 1:45 in the morning. It's raining, absolutely throwing it down. But the good news is there isn't any wind. So I'm going to carry on with the plan. I'm going to go into the forest on my own, which is apparently supposed to be haunted. I'll be honest with you, what I am bothered about is the ground itself, which I've said numerous times, and the fact that I could get lost again. Because if I can get lost in the daytime, I can definitely do it at night. So fingers crossed. Here we go. Right, I'm outside. Just to let you see how dark it is. This is me with night vision on. This is me with it off. Me with it on. Me with it off. Okay. So I'll turn it round. As you can see the odd little light, but that's with night vision on. So turn it off. Still the same. Okay. But like I did say, it is raining. So fingers crossed, everything should be okay. So with that, I headed into the haunted woods to see what I could find. Right, I'm in the woods, so and it's raining, so I'm gonna see if I can see where we're going. situation. Oops, nope. Now, like I said earlier, the bad bit about this is all the fallen trees and the rough terrain. I'm not as agile as I used to be, you know. What the friggin' hell I've got myself into here. Still raining. Not seeing anything. Deeper and deeper into the woods. I've now been in here about half an hour. And it's still throwing it down, and I'm still getting pissed through. I hope you all appreciate this. I should be in bed at home with my wife. Just have you know that. It's all for this shit, you know what I mean? Right. I just wish I could get some cover. Right. As you can see, I don't know whether it's on the lens because it's all over the screen, but it's absolutely throwing it down. I've been here over half an hour now. I haven't heard anything, seen anything, nothing. Even the trees are not creaking like they were earlier on. But I'm going to carry on and see if there is anything.
Now, because of the rain, the audio and the camera was starting to play up a little bit, but other than that you can still hear and see everything. But then this happened.
I don't know where you heard that, but I did hear something.
At that point I definitely heard something. I'm not sure what it was, but it almost sounded like a growl. So, here it is again.
I don't know where you heard that, but I did hear something.
Now, I'm not going to say the place is haunted. That could have been anything. It could have been an animal protecting its young. It could have been something being moved. I mean, we are in the countryside. It was farmland. Obviously, farmers work at all sorts of times. You know, it basically could have been anything. It doesn't automatically mean that it's haunted or there's something scary in the woods. But me being me, rather than running the other way like most people do, I decided I need to go and have a look. So I headed in that direction.
It could be an animal. Can't see anything, but I'm going to head that way anyway, because that's where the noise comes from, and that's where I'm going. I'm hoping you can see all this with the rain that's all over the lens, most probably. Hello, is there anybody here? Any witches? Any ghosts? Right, I can hear dogs. I've got a feeling that might be the farmer's dogs. If that's the farmer's dogs, I'm in deep shit. Last thing I want to be doing is getting bit. It's making a hell of a racket, and maybe that's because of me. So, fingers crossed he'll have a bit of a sense of humour, and maybe that's what I'm doing, and that'll be it really. But I've been here nearly 2 hours now. It's stupid o'clock in the morning, and there is nothing, and I mean nothing, apart from I'm getting absolutely pissed through. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, so I'm going to make my way back out, back to the car, and I'm going to go home. I'm sick of it, sick of being in the rain. So let's go. Oh, that's me over the wall. Over 2 hours, not far off 3 hours. I did plan on staying the whole night, but I'll be honest with you, like I said, absolutely throwing it down. I'm pissed through, and I'm not impressed. There's nothing. Everybody's going on like there's loads of witches and stuff flying around. There is nothing here, nothing at all. Nothing flying on brooms, nothing. Not happy. Nice brew. Anyway, there you go. That is my visit to Pendle Hill over in Lancashire. But is the place haunted? Obviously, I can't say that 100%. There was what sounded like a growl, but that could have been anything. Like I said in the video, that could have been something protecting its young. It could have been something being moved out in the farm fields a long way away. And obviously, because I'm in the woods, sound travels and then bounces around and can change. So you cannot automatically say that was something paranormal. The place itself, absolutely gorgeous. I spent the day there. It is such a nice place. I mean, even if you're not into ghosts or witches or anything like that, Pendle Hill is well worth a visit just for the walking, the scenery, camping, etc, etc. It is well worth going, okay? However, what I always say is I'm not here to prove what may or may not be out there. I'm just here to put myself in the situation that most people find uncomfortable and then report what I found. Your job now is to look back at the video and decide for yourself. Now remember, you can discuss on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube channel, plus I also have a website which you can visit. So, like I always say, do something that scares you.